Some 50% of Americans struggle with incontinence, to varying degrees of course. But the first place you should start to alleviate some of those symptoms is the kitchen. So the first thing we're going to do is provide you with some tasty alternatives for some inflammatory foods. We're definitely an overstimulated society, but when I'm saying that, I mean from all the caffeine that we take in. I'm pretty sure there's a reason why we have extra large coffee cups and big gulps. But for me, you don't necessarily need that because it just is an irritant for you. So I go with a nice French press decaf coffee, which you're still getting the flavor, you may not get that caffeine, but that's okay, right? A lot of decaf coffees, you can get decaf green tea, peppermint tea, anything you want for before bed, morning, anything. And I like to make one every single day, but that's gonna be a lot less irritating. And also, skip on that heavy chocolate. Chocolate has caffeine in it. You want to go for 2 ounces of a nice dark chocolate. We all know that spicy foods add an extra little flavor to our meals. But the one thing that we don't realize is just how irritating it can be to our insides, no matter who you are. I remember having spicy foods when I was pregnant, and let's just say I did not need that. However, you shouldn't have to sacrifice flavor. So with APL in our kitchen, what we do is we use a lot of seasonings that have nothing to do with spiciness. Garam masala, cumin, curry, so many different things which you can find in our recipes. But also low-fat additives like garlic, onions, shallots, things with bold flavors that are going to be easily digestible and not cause any problems. Although in life, I definitely don't like to be a buzzkill, something to keep at minimum is definitely alcohol consumption. You need to have smaller servings and remember just how much it takes your body to process that alcohol. Alcohol is foreign to the body, so it's going to take even more to digest it. It's probably going to send you to the bathroom a little bit more. So if you do keep those drinks at a minimum and hydrate with a little bit of water in between, it's going to help you struggle a little bit less with some of those symptoms. So many things in our lives are a little fruity. We all are into the smoothie, juices, and all sorts of things, but citrus and fruits that are high in sugar are actually going to cause an extreme problem when it comes to metabolism and digestion. With the juice trend, what I try to do is incorporate a lot of greens. You can see one of my favorite juices here. It actually has apple in it, so you're still getting a little sweetness, but apples have fiber and aren't going to be as irritating as citrus fruits that are high in acid and high sugary fruits that are difficult to process. So when in doubt, look up a list and go for alkaline forming fruits and stick with a lot of vegetables. Staying hydrated is a huge concept that people talk about all the time. You get that 8 to 12 glasses of water a day, half your body weight in fluid ounces. But for people who struggle with incontinence, you have to measure and figure out what works for you. It's tailored to you. So what I always say is try to spread out your water throughout the day, stick with no more than 20 ounces an hour, and figure out exactly how many ounces you should have so that you're not having to run out and go to the bathroom all the time. We introduced some foods to you that need to be kept in a minimum. However, there are 3 foods that we like to tell people to steer clear of altogether, mostly because they're literally very inflammatory, not easily digestible, and are going to leave your life a little bit more uncomfortable. For us, it's milk and dairy, a very inflammatory food, sugars and faux sugars, which are going to get your body trying to rebel against them, and then carbonation, because that's really going to get you running. Go to APLiving.com and you'll find tons of recipes so you won't be bored and you won't lack flavor.